I literally just loaded up. I'm looking for this sell off of the top of this key consolidation zone on Euro USD. Got the first initial rejection right here. Came up for a retest. Now showing signs of rejections back down again. And I am entering right now. Super tight stop loss. And we will see what happens. So I'm in the trade. It's going to be pretty much a 5R. Aiming for these lows at the bottom of this key consolidation zone, this little 5-minute key consolidation zone. Risking like 1K to make 5. Let's see what happens. Yeah, there's not much to this analysis. If you guys have watched my entry model video, pretty much I just trade off the top and bottom of these key consolidation zones once price forms them. So that's exactly what I'm doing right here. Now all we have to do is wait to see if price does what we want it to. My computer and my external hard drive both ran out of space during this screen recording, so I can't screen record it right now, but thought I'd give you guys an update on how the trade's doing. Almost hit her stop loss. I thought maybe it did because maybe this wasn't placed correctly on TradingView, but no, it barely hit my stop loss on my MetaTrader as well, so we're still in the trade, still looking for it to push back down. I'll give you guys an update after I clear up some space on my computer and my external hard drive, and then start screen recording this again. We had a solid push down. We're currently up. Let's see, currently up 2 risk factors right now, still aiming for 5. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna walk a trailing stop down to 1 risk factor would be right here. So just above these wicks right here is where I'm gonna move my trailing stop. So at the very least, we're locking in 1 risk factor, and then the rest, then we'll just let it do what it wants to do for the remainder of the trade. So I walked my stop loss to here to lock in 1 risk factor. And then we're just gonna let the rest of the trade figure itself out. Currently up $3,400, if you guys can see that. Since we're scalping and every single time we go into another risk to reward, I'm gonna move my stop loss to the next one. So we were at 1R. Now I'm moving it to 2. So this is going to be my new trailing stop right there. So my trailing stop is set now. And then if this wants to bounce at this little support level right here, we're at least locking in right here. Good trade setup so far though, still looking very favorable. Now, if I took losses before this trade, I wouldn't trail my stop or take partials or anything. I would just let the trade figure itself out. Because if you've taken 1 or 2 losses and then you just lock out the trade at 2R, you're pretty much just break even for the day, which isn't a bad thing. But let's say price kept on moving down and then hit the full 5R. If we would have kept our initial risk management, we would be up 3R if we took 2 losses before this. So the only reason and the only way I'll trail my stop is if I haven't taken any losses before this trade in the trading session, which I haven't. This is my first trade of the day, and it's clearly pushing down into profit the way we want it. So I'm slowly coming down with my trailing stop so that if we do get stopped out at one of these trailing stops, which would be this one, we would get 2 risk factors. So pretty much if we wanted to, we could take another trade. If we lose that, we're still up 1 risk factor, and then we can take another trade if we really want to, then we're break even. So basically the way you can look at it is you can run away with a 2R if this were to hit my trailing stop for the day and call it good, Or you can say, okay, I got 2 free trades, so I can be a little more aggressive with my entries and hopefully extend that 2R, or you could lose it and become break even. So it's just a game of risk management and numbers, and the more experience you get on the charts and trading, the more you will figure out what you like to do when you're ahead of the day on the first trade. I trailed my stop again. It's looking like we might come down and take profit, so I'm just screen recording on my phone as well, so I can overlay the position getting hit. If the next candle doesn't break out of this little 1 minute consolidation zone, I'm just gonna close it, either to the upside or downside. Alright, I'm gonna close it. I closed it 5,500. Pretty good. Let's see how long that took us. Took 54 minutes. Not too bad. $5,000 in 50 minutes. Not too bad at all.